Hope you're all doing well. I am here, and I'm only doing this introduction really for the people who are watching the replay, because none of the people who are here live are live yet. I tell a lie. Here is the Brian clan. Hello, my darling. How are you? I've missed you so much. Did you have a lovely holiday? It seemed like you did. I was envious. I wanted to go with you. It was a lovely time. How are you doing? Tell me all about it. Yeah, it's been a long week. I'm really tired. Hiya, Wisps. Hello, darling. It's been a long week. I'm really tired, but luckily, Mr. Casbah is watching the football, so I am here to talk to all of you. Good. Been missing lives. Glad you're here. Hiya, White Tiger, sweetheart. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. I've missed you. I honestly have. You had a great time. It seemed like it was great. She went to Disney, and she's just paused. I've always wanted to go to Disney. You know, when you're a little kid and you think, oh my God, I really want to go to Disney World, and you're little and I always wanted to go. And, you know, I was born before the times of when we win the lottery, we'll go to Disneyland. So it was just like, yeah, we'll go one day. I've never even been to Disneyland Paris. Hiya, Evie, darling. Hello. I've never been even to Disneyland Paris, and you know I'm a big kid. Everybody knows this. And I believe in magic, literal magic, and figurative magic. And I think it's important to enjoy things in life, because life's dark and gloomy enough as it is. And I think we need to have the fun parts too, no matter how old we are. And I think people who call like whimsicalness, like whimsy, immature, when you wear silly hats and you're queen of silly hats here, and you do silly things that it's immature. I think they're just people who are looking for maturity. I think those of us who are more mature already know that that's not what matters in life. Hiya, Carol. Hello, darling. Hiya, Margie. Hello. So we're going to have a quiz tonight, but we'll wait to see if a few more people come in. It is only a 10-question quiz. It's not a very long quiz because, well, those get out of hand, let's face it. It takes a lot of organisation. But I don't have any distractions, so it might be all right. But what it is it's a quiz for people who are around in the 90s. Now, I know I'm pretty safe there, because I was, and I know most of my viewers are about the same age, so that's cool. And it should be good, but it's only 10, so if you want to write down your answers, I thought the more fun way to do it would be to do the quiz, get all our answers, and then go through the answers and see who gets them first at the end. I thought that would be fun. And if anybody... I'm on my cell phone. That's all right, White Tiger. I feel your pain, sweetheart. I'm nearly always on my cell phone. And because I'm a moderator in Carolyn's room, it's always really difficult because I want to tag people and I can't, and it's really hard to tag. And then I'm working, and it's just, yeah. You're a 70s guy. Well, yes and no, the Brian clan. I know that you were around in the 90s because you were born in the 70s. Raised in the 70s and are still here now, so that's, you can try to get out of it that way, but it's not going to work. I'm a 70s girl myself. My husband was raised in the 70s. He was born in 1967, I think it is, and I was born in 74, so it's kind of raised to the early 70s. You've got the Darth Vader voice with all the fire smokes. I think I've got a Darth Vader voice all the time, really, haven't I? Luke, I am your father. Yeah, well, it will make you lose your voice. I remember being at more than one rock concert. Anybody who's been to a rock concert and has sang along to the songs knows that you lose your voice the day after, and your ears also ring all day. Totally worth it, I'm not going to lie, but it's like, oh my God. So it's not not ideal what we do to ourselves when we're young. It's like when you, does anybody else have that, when you have your phone, right, and you listen to music, okay, and it goes, you can't turn your phone up any louder because it's going to hurt your ears. And I'm like, yeah, turn it up. All right, Carol, you will do fine. You keep yourself abridged of all the modern developments. I know you. Your fingers are too, yeah, my fingers are too, I call it sausage fingers because I go to type. Lose voice, buzzing ears, yes, next morning. I go to type and I'm like, what was this message I've just typed? And now people who are text to, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm not, I'm just like, whatever. You get warnings. So what we're going to do is we'll do the quiz. If everybody wants to get a piece of paper of some description and label that paper 1 to 10, you don't have to do that. You can just like mentally take part. Doesn't have to be written down, but it's quite fun. And to my mind, most of these questions are easy, and they are based on people both sides of the Atlantic, because I was quite careful to not exclude people in the US, because we've done quizzes before and a lot of the questions have been UK based and people just can't know the answers, which is really unfair. So you went to a David Bowie concert, you got high from the stupid weed smoke. Oh my God, you just had one on a mute song. That's shocking. I think is that on Facey B? That'll pick it on you. Yes, that's actually true, Carol Boyce. Maturity is when you can actually understand Bob Dylan and you sit down and you think, yeah, I know what this dude's saying. I understand. Yes, I can relate to that. Yes. You get warnings on your phones, yeah. Okay, right. So these should be pretty easy questions. I don't know. We'll see, shall we? I have 2 dog toys that are safe from Boo. The only 2 in the world that are safe from Boo. Boo is, for those who aren't acquainted with the community, is Evie's dog. He's beautiful. It's a beautiful dog with a lovely nature, but he does like to. He is a serial killer of teddy bears. I don't think I'm saying anything offensive when I say that. He likes to murder teddy bears. He can pull the heads off. You think the Osmonds are a rock band? Okay, Brian Clark. Okay. There was a murder in Evie's house tonight from Boo. Yes. I was indeed. But at least your murders, because you own a dog, or only teddy bear murders. Not like my murders, where I come downstairs in the morning and there's a shrew and a rat and a mouse and a bird on my hall. So it's just like littered with feathers and bodies, and the worst thing is when the cats eat the bodies, because you get like the stomach sac in like maybe one leg in the beak, and that's all you get. And you know which bit it's like thank you very much, White Tiger. Yes, do hit the likes if you're here. Yep, he only keeps 2 intact. Yes. And one of them's Sweep, isn't it? He has a Sweep. No one step in trying to take Boo. I'm his auntie. No, well, Mandy's not here. I was going to say Moo of 2, auntie with Moo of 2 and Mandy Hall. That's right. See, I don't mind not being Boo's auntie. I'm happy to just be Boo's friend. He's not met me yet, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm happy to just be his friend. I don't want to be his auntie, because let's face it, the auntie is the one who gets the birds and bees talk and all the awkward conversations. So when it comes time for Boo to do that, at least he'd be doing it with you guys, not me. Mum had a mouse on her chest this morning, Prezi from her cat. Lovely. Lovely. Mine comes in meowing when he's caught something. I think he's exceedingly proud of himself. The little white one that you've seen, Eris, he comes in and he's meow, meow, meow. I've caught something. Look at what I've killed. I'm like, no, I don't want to say that, mate. I'm like, you know, in the nicest way possible. Love you, but no. Good. I'm glad you're laughing, the Brian Clan. That's what I'm here for. I promise. Right. Okay, let's get down to quiz questions. Serious time now. Let's all focus. Yeah, it's like nailing jelly to a tree. I realise this. Right. So question 1. Actually, you know what? Let's just do the questions as we go, and we'll just let you put them in the chat. See who gets them first. How's that? That's much more fun, I think, than writing them down on a piece of paper. Because I don't want to get all Monica Geller and be like, you must do this. So let's just chat them up. Okay. So, question 1. After his retirement, basketball legend Michael Jordan starred alongside Bugs Bunny in which 1996 film? Also means I can vape in between questions. See if there's any answers yet. After his retirement, basketball legend Michael Jordan starred alongside Bugs Bunny in which 1996 film? Space something. You're close. Yes. It also had Yosemite Sam in it, I think, at some point. Marvin the Martian was... Well done there. See, Carol Boyce has it. And let me just pin that answer. That lady got it first. So Space Jam. Well done, Carol Boyce. Give yourself a shiny. Well done. Okay. So question 2. Which book by Danny Boyle was turned into a cult 1996 film? I say cult, but I don't think it was a cult film because it was quite popular. I don't see it as a cult film, just saying. Ah, there's me e-juice, man. Just looking for e-juice. Don't mind me. So, which book by Danny Boyle was turned into a cult 1996 film? It says cult, but like I said, I don't think it was a cult film. Trainspotting. Evie got that one. Evie. Trainspotting. Choose life. Actually, where's the choose life speech? Let's do that just for fun. Just for Evie because she got it right. Because they did this as a poster. And I used to have it on my wall, but I don't know. Okay. Okay. I'll have to edit it because it's, you know, choose designer lingerie in the vain hope of kicking some life back into a dead relationship. Choose handbags, choose high-heeled shoes. This is the bit you haven't heard. Choose cashmere and silk to make yourself feel what phase passes for happy. Choose an iPhone made in China by a woman. That's a new one. But it's basically choose life, choose to do the right thing. Don't have a clue. Okay, right. Let's go back to the next question. I was going to do this speech, but I couldn't find it. I'm sure Evie will. Number 3. What were the 4 names, so the first names of FBI characters Mulder and Scully in the X-Files? So what was the first name of both of those? Mulder and Scully. Things are getting strange, I'm starting to worry. Has anybody heard that song? It's pretty cool. See if I can find it. I'll play a little bit. Only 8 seconds because that's all YouTube will allow me to do. That's all YouTube will let me do is just 8 seconds of it. But let's see if I can find it. Right, let's go to YouTube browser. Don't muck me out. Right, okay. So Fox Mulder, Dana Scully. Well done, White Tiger. I know you meant Scully, don't worry. Let's see if we can find a bit of this Catatonia song because it's a really good song. So we'll turn the headphones up. I wake myself thinking of him. Stop doing what you keep doing. It's quite a good song. So if you haven't heard the song Catatonia, Mulder and Scully. There you go. So it's a good song. It's a good song. All of Catatonia songs are really quite good. So there you go. Well done to White Tiger who got that question. So let's go back to the quiz. What have we got in the next question? Right. Most people, if not all, it's a good song, isn't it? Excellent song. I like Tom Jones as well. Right. So what was the name of Ross's pet monkey in Friends? I'm not going to read that question twice because it's really, really good. It's a really easy question, or it should be if you've got the same Friends fetish as I have. I know, Cindy Sue, can't help it, sorry. Hey April, nice to see you, sweetheart. Hey Cindy Sue. Down here. So I'm gonna have to read this question. Ross's pet monkey in Friends, what was he called? The one that got too aggressive and was humping everything and Ross had to give him away. Marcel! Evie Scorpio picks up a spare. Yes. Well done. Well done. Right. Oh, Carol, you should just beat you by like milliseconds, you know. Right. So, question 5. Luke Perry, Jason Priestley, and Shannon Doherty were the stars of which massive American teen TV drama? So that's Jason Priestley, Shannon Doherty, and Luke Perry were the stars of which massive American TV teen drama? And I remember watching this, and I don't think I was a teen at the time. Well, I was, but I was late teens. I was really late teens. Like 20, no, I'm just joking. I was late teens. (90210). Oh, right. Human in Training. Bosh. Well done. I love the name, by the way. Love it. Right. So Human in Training got that one. Piped up before anybody else did. Well done, you. But your first time here. Hello. I'm Kaz. I'm Bananas. Join the channel if you want to. Don't if you don't want to. Right. Okay. So question 6. This is a one specifically for our US cousins. So in which high school was Saved by the Bell set? What was the name of the high school in Saved by the Bell? Now I know, hi Mandy darling, I know we all remember the series. I know we all remember Zach and we all remember Screech because Screech was amazing. So what high school was this set in? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me. I'm waiting for the answer. Don't make me dance. You don't want to say that. Palm high is not the right answer. It's close in a strange way. If you think about where the school was and where it was located, it might give you a bit of a clue. So, in which high school was Saved by the Bell set? It's weird because one of my favourite series of all time is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and that was set in a place called Sunnydale, and it always puts me in mind of this place. Rydell is Greece, Carol. Rydell is Greece. I'll see where you've got that because it's high school, so Greece is the word. The word that you heard. It's got groove, it's got meaning. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Yeah, it was Greece. Yeah. It's a good movie though. I love Greece. I was in Greece. I'll tell you what, I'll give some bonus points to whoever can guess which part I played in Greece. I don't think you'll guess. It's nice to see April sunset. Really is. Yeah, see if you can guess who I played in Greece when I was in Greece. Nobody guessing Saved by the Bell. I'm going to count down on this. Oh, there's Brian. Thank you. Thank you, White Tiger. I saw you. Bayside. Well done, Brian Clan. Right, we'll just have a bonus question. Who can guess which part I played in Greece when I was in the stage musical? See who gets there first. See if anybody says Danny. That'd be funny. Yeah, that's right, Carol Boyce. I was indeed Rizzo. Well done. Well done. So you know me well. You know me well. Right. Okay. So, which 90s? This is question 7. Yeah. Welcome, April, darling. This is question 7. Which 90s dance craze came to the charts courtesy of a band called Los Del Mar? Los Del Mar. Which song did they do? And I don't believe that it's not been everybody here's earworm at one time or another. So this is. Do you remember one of the bands that tortured you? Is probably the correct way to put that question. Sorry. I'm not even sure that's the right dance. It probably isn't. Macarena. The Brian Clan gets it again. Well done, sweetheart. Well done. There you go. Awesome sauce. Right. This is a pretty easy one. So I'm hoping it'll just be a race to who can type it fastest. Capital letters do not matter. Just so it's easier. Okay. So everything I do it for you, featured on the soundtrack of which film? We need the whole title, though. Thank you, Long Hair Blues. You too. It's your first time here, subscribe and you'll get more. You're going to have that in your head all night until this one. So everything I do it for you, featured on the soundtrack of which film? I'm waiting for variant answers of the same subject. This was kind of my baby daddy's and I's song. Mandy. Oh, Margie. Oh, I have to give it to Margie because you spelled it wrong, which is there. But Mandy also got it. And here's what at the same time. So let's just call that a draw. And there's Evie there popping up. And Bryan Adams is not the movie, but I appreciate that the Bryan clan. So I wish I could tag 2 people at one time in this. I don't know why it doesn't let me do that. So let's go. Margie, there you go. There we go. It's just like, oh my God, Kaz, I mistyped that, and now you're putting it up. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But to be fair, last time we did a quiz, Mandy won the world. Mandy and Mr. Shannonite won the world. You'll have the song in your head, but not the movie. Yeah, it's about how it works. Right. Another question for our US cousins, or possibly not, depending on who watched telly in your house. Where was Dawson's Creek set? I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I want to know right now, what will it be? I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I don't know the second bit, so I'll just sing the. Hi, Scoots. Oh, yeah, Scoots. We've got some troublemakers in. Hang on. Right. Okay. Hey, Scoots. Oi, oi. In a creek. That is correct. But which town was it in? I'll give you one clue. It's in Massachusetts. No, it's not that place, because just no. Cindy Sue, I doubt I'm 10 years younger than you, darling. You don't remember what it was. You know what the weird thing is? I was looking when I was researching questions for the quiz, White Tiger. I was like, oh my God, right, okay. And I looked it up and I was like, oh my God, yeah, I knew that one. It's like in the filing cabinet in my head and just didn't surface for some reason. Bryan clan, well done. Your husband is currently making fun of your lower back dimples. How rude. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the link there. So if anybody wants to come up and join me, they're more than welcome, because we're nearly at the end of the quiz. Right. Definitely for Americans. However, if you were a kid like me who went to the library when you were little, because we used to go to libraries once upon a time. I know young'uns, I know you'll hardly believe that, but we used to go to these big buildings with books all over, because we didn't have the internet back then. And we used to get a book and get lost in our imagination when we read it. And the only thing I found that I know of that come close to it, there may be Harry Potter, blah, 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 but the books that I would have gone for as a kid are like this. So what is the first book in R.L. Stine's Goosebumps series? What is the first book in R.L. Stine's Goosebumps series? So Goosebumps, pretty amazing, pretty cool. Something I actually read it as an adult. Bryan Clan Naboo. Use the card catalogue, yes. You turn 50. Well, you're only a little bit older than me, Cindy Sue. I'm 4 years younger than you, something like that. I love the smell of the library. Yes, when you get a book and you go and you just turn the pages. Probably got a book there somewhere, because I can't resist them. What's this book? Oh, this is a lovely book about a terrible murderer. Dead House. Bosh, Bryan Clan, you're really picking up a spare tonight. You're really hitting the Google. Right, so this is welcome to Dead House. The Dead House would have done. So, Deranged, the shocking true story of America's most fiendish killer. Tell you what, given that you can't say the name of this person on the front of this book, who is it? Thank you, Sins. Who is it on the front of this book? It's also like it's been edited, obviously. Let me see if I can find a better picture. There's probably a better picture of him in here. Obviously, they're male. I would hope no girl would look like that. There's a small picture section in the middle of this book. Hiya, Jane. Nice to meet you. Right, let's have a look. I keep catching the... Right. See if I can... There he is. Okay, so I'm going to cover his name. Who is this? It's not Holmes, but I get where you're coming from there, Cindy, because it's close. He is like a retro serial killer. But this man killed very short people, i.e. children. This is, you know, when I keep telling you I've got long videos that I'm planning, that is Harold, no, not him. It's somebody called Albert Fish. And Albert Fish is better known for Wisteria and he was a killer of children. And thank you, the Bryan clan, spot on. He had, well, I won't get into details because I'll let you watch the video when I do it. It's a long one and it's detailed and unpleasantly detailed because YouTube will go, oh, I don't like it. It has controversial subjects. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So just while you're here, I'll update you and let you know that the next part of the Shane Dawson series should be Sunday. There should be another live on Sunday as well. And tomorrow I've got a surprise video coming. I'm not going to tell you what it's about. No, I'm short as well. She does rule. She does rule. Indeed, the Bryan clan does rule. Yes. Where's Mandy? Is Mandy still here? You still here, Puppet? Haven't seen you for a while. I can't reach the kitchen cabinets either. My husband hides things from me on the upper levels of the cabinet. I'm like, it's so rude. So rude. I'm like, I'm short. I can't help that. Why are you hiding things from me? So let's talk about a couple of things that happened this week then. It's been a strange week. We had Laurie Daybell, who waltzed into court with a face mask on. And I was all excited for this arraignment. I'm thinking, what are we going to hear? And it's just like, not guilty. I didn't do any of this. I mean, I'm sure she sounds nothing. Well, I know she sounds nothing like that. But I didn't do any of this. But for some reason, when I think of Laurie Daybell, that's the voice that comes to mind. She did not... You know, she seems quite happy to be there. And from the information our cellmate gave that I heard a video on, I'm not at all surprised. She likes being the centre of attention, doesn't she? She's got some real narcissist qualities. It's really interesting that she seems to only care about her and being admired. And I think Chad probably gives her that. Whereas Charles Vallow, I say ex-husband, but didn't get the chance to be ex because he died first. I don't know, allegedly bumped off. He was more practical. Yes, well done, Jane. Awesome sauce. Don't put good things on the top shelf. Well, that's what they do, though, Evie. Apparently, allegedly, according to the world, they put the good things on the top shelf where the young boys can't reach them. That's... Yeah, they put the good things on the top shelf where we can't reach them because short people just don't deserve good things, apparently. But you know what? We are good things. So, swings and roundabouts. So, it's been sort of a weird week, but we've had that. We've had the whole thing with Laurie, and I was quite excited to hear her arraignment and see what she would say, and she didn't really say much at all. It was like 14, 15 minutes. Nothing much to hear apart from I didn't do it, Your Honour. Wasn't me. Wasn't involved in any way, shape or form, and they're going to make it really difficult for this crime to be pinned on them. They really are. I cannot wait to see what they say. both of them. I can't wait to see what they say, because I'm just like, are you kidding me? So your children go missing. You tell everybody the children are safe. You tell everybody you know where they are. You tell people that they're in various people's houses where they're not, and then swan off to Hawaii and refuse to turn them over to authorities so authorities know they're safe, and then go, I'm not guilty of doing any harm to them. You know, you're not the McCanns. Can't just get away with neglecting your children. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that what I said. Who has chocolate? Alex is going to take the fall. Well, they can try that, but Alex is gone. So it's like, did she use a number 2 line pencil for her eyebrows? I think she's like, that explains the whole, like when I was reading the thing about the cellmate and the Jolly Ranchers, that explains the whole lipstick situation. It really does, because I was thinking, why is our lipstick orange? Who wears orange lipstick unless you've got like a whole face, like, you know, you've created the theatre of a whole face going on. But like, even if your lipstick is slightly orange tinted, it makes your teeth look yellow as anything. So why would you put that on your face? It's all gone. It's Friday. I hate it. Yes, that's right. It's Friday. It's effort Friday. Let's face it. We've all had a busy week, regardless of what we're doing or where we're working. Some of us have got to go to work tomorrow as well. And it's Friday. I have a freaking bush that needs a lawnmower to it. You're going to mow your lawn with a bush? I mean, sorry, you're going to mow your bush with a lawnmower? Well, don't you know that's just for lawns? You have to be like we are in this house, and when you've got an overgrown bush, it needs to be trimmed with a hedge trimmer. Like Mark did. Yeah, I think she is a bit nuts, Cindy Sue, but she's nuts in the way that she's calculated. She's not nuts in a sort of, I don't know what I'm doing way. So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to watch that trial transpire, because I want to know what they're going to say, what their defense is, like, other than you don't have sufficient evidence, which, you know, Chad's lawyer, who is really, really deeply unlikable, I find, and, you know, a bit like thinks he's clever, but not so much. All right, Carol, take care, sweetheart. Have a good time. Love you. Bye-bye. Mwah. Oh, where did you go? There you are. Sure. There you go. Yeah, so Laurie is a bit scary, and they've got this whole, like, sort of, Laurie obviously always wanted to be admired because she's appeared on game shows, etc., that says she needs attention. And everybody needs attention to a certain extent, even if it's chosen attention. Even introverts need somebody to acknowledge that they exist. It's human nature. But I think she's got it in like, yeah. Let me give you an example. I have a friend on YouTube who has a much bigger channel than me. I don't go out of my way to go and promote my channel in there because it just makes me want to cringe. It's just, and the people who have done that, look how they turned out. That's all I'm saying. I'm thinking, you know what, better off with a smaller channel and me integrity, kind of. So I'll live with that. The Bryan clan's bragging about a big bush. I know, Mandy. Absolutely shocking. And you know what it is? What's worse is, like, she's saying she's going to take a lawnmower to it. I mean, girl, you don't have to put your foot on the gas like that. Just like, you know, gently does it. Gently does it. Don't be like reining it in. I think it is, White Tiger. It is rude to use channels like that. It's not what they're there for. If you want to watch a channel, it's because it's somebody that you like. If you happen to be friends with that person, yeah, great. However, I wouldn't go in and go, please you know, it's just cringy. Right, there's the link. I think it's the link. Give me 2 seconds. If anybody wants to come up and join me, including Evie. Evie, you don't have to go on the camera. Nobody has to go on camera. All you need is a phone that has a microphone on it. If you are using a phone, I would suggest using headphones, because for some reason, StreamYard, if you use your headphones, you use your normal phone, you've got to have it like blasting. Sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat. So the brine clam, when you get a big bush trimmed with the lawnmower, does it hit? Sorry. Hush my mouth. Terrible. But yeah, hiya Nana Patty, sweetheart, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. I've been thinking about your girl. Hope everything's okay. I know that was like people were asking after you, and I was like, she talks about on today's live. Go and have a look. Yes, it would hurt, wouldn't it, Cindy Sue? Yeah. You go under. So no, it doesn't hurt. Yeah, I took footage of the husband trimming our bush, well, my bush outside, and he had the hedge trimmers on it. But honestly, sometimes, you know, girls, I'm not gonna lie to you. In the winter, sometimes when it comes to spring, it's like that scene from Scream. Oh, is it Scary Movie? Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about, and if you don't, look it up. Thank you very much, sir. Good looking honky. That's a funny name. You're an old adult film star. Good for you, sweetheart. Good for you. Nobody judges in here unless you're a knob. If you're a knob, you're a knob. If you're not, you're not. Everybody's welcome. You're doing okay. Good to hear, Nana. Good to hear. I love to watch you on stream. Love it. Love it. So say everybody knows you. And here's Scoots. Miss Sexy. Yeah. Scoots with that sexy dolly. Oh my God. Scoots, do you want to come up? Can you come up? Let the people see you when it's daylight. I have put a link in the chat if you want to. If anybody wants to come up, you're all more than welcome. You don't, like I said, you don't have to have your camera on. You can come up without your camera. You're hooked on diamond painting. A lot of people are, in your mind. Yeah. A lot of people are hooked on diamond painting. I get a lot of people sharing things. Well, she is, yes. Two scooter shakers. You might know each other. I do not think it's a good idea to trim certain bushes outside. No, it's just like, why? No, sometimes, sorry, I'm just laughing so much. Sometimes it's better to just let them be natural. Yeah, white tiger. Yeah. Nancy Pelosi. There you go. I'm still sleeping, or I would trying to get up. Yeah, because you've got to sleep. You've got a schedule now, haven't you? I had that schedule for a while. It's not as bad for you in a way because you're in the US, but for me, I was like, it's the only reason I catch up on the lives later is because I do need to sleep for work. And with us having sort of the mental health conditions I have to sleep. Otherwise, I go cray-cray, like really cray-cray. So I have to sort of... Hello, darling.
Hey.
Hi. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Evie Scorpio to the stream.
Hi, can you hear us okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you see the chat?
Yeah, I can see the chat.
You can. I was just double checking so you can respond to people if you need to.
Okie dokie.
Would you like to talk about anything in particular?
Like what?
trying to think of a non-controversial subject now.
Oh, hey, that's not me. I'm always controversial.
Why don't we talk
Especially.
about? I know it's controversial. We could talk about witchy things because people don't understand it, and we do. So it might be a good idea to have a chat about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because people think we all worship the devil.
Well, yeah, and there's a lot of that about at the minute as well. You know, I think we think we're all Satanists, and yeah.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't believe in Satan.
Well, I don't either. No.
No. I don't believe in Satan. I believe in the seasons and what Mother Nature gives us.
It's Mother Nature, exactly.
That's it. But we need to celebrate what's given to us. And magic, because all people think it's crazy and you can turn people into a frog and blah blah blah. But what it's about is it's just manifesting your wishes. But people don't understand what it is it's kind of making a promise. Hi, Ivy Lynn. It's making a promise to yourself. This is what I want. I'm going to make this happen. And it's weird because when you try and do a spell for people who've never done a spell before, you can almost hear Mother Nature going, you're going to have to work for this shit, don't you?
What? Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, it's good. I love your voice.
Yes, it's good to hear yours as well.
We've
got something planned as well, haven't we?
We've got something planned. It's Halloweeny and it's a lot of fun. We're not going to tell you what it is. We'll only sit around Halloween, but we're going to have an absolute ball halfway through this month because we're going to get to film that. And you won't see it till October. But we both know what's going on, and we won't be able to say anything to it.
No, we won't be able to say anything. But I mean, we live in a place which is really rich in history, and just there's so much. I mean, we could do so many videos. It's unbelievable, especially in our area.
Good question from White Tiger. Since you do not believe in Satan, do you believe in good and evil?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I believe that all people are a shade of grey, but some people are darker than others, and it's about the person and not something influences. I think Satan's a bit of an excuse, really. If I do something shit, that's me. It's not.
Especially even if you go into literature, the first time that the gates of hell is mentioned isn't the Bible.
No. But I think of what it is to say I was influenced by Satan is the biggest get out clause ever. It's like an insanity playing when the voices told me to do it. It's exactly. No, you are responsible for your actions, and if you're not, blaming Satan doesn't make anything to me. Just crack on.
But that's why forensic psychologists and criminal psychologists are so important. Yes. So we get to learn about what the mental side of killers and everything. It's so important.
It is really important, so we can research that and then try and prevent it. I just wish that clinical psychologists, etc., and forensic psychologists were more listened to. They put in reports constantly and things like that, but they don't always get listened to because it's often a budgetary requirement. Everything comes down to money and extra research is needed. Will you hide behind the sofa with fright? We don't know yet, April Sunset. We'll see what happens. I don't think so. I would like to think not, but we'll see.
No, you won't. No.
We will calm you down if you do. It's just me and Evie. It's not Doctor Who.
It's more, and it's going to be a lot of, it's going to be a lot of history, and we'll show you a lot of, where we live and where we come from and
places in where we come from that are like 1600 to 1800 in years.
I mean, I am 10 minutes from. I am 10 minutes literally I can walk to a medieval monastery that was invaded by Vikings, and the monk there translated one part of the Bible.
Right.
And that was like, 110
Well,
AD or something.
Oh, of course, beads is narrow, isn't it?
It's beads.
You can say
beads.
St. Bede. I think people will know who. I hope people will know who St. Bede is, and if they don't, they can look them up. Look them up.
Yeah, and that's why people have got to understand that every part of the Bible throughout history, it depends on the people that were around at that time
Who
translated it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's why you've got. And that's why you've got to know your history as well. It's so important to know that history, You need
to know where that information's coming from, because there's a lot of misogynist information in religious text as well.
So whatever stage of history was going on at that time, people would insert their prejudices into the Bible, But like anything, if you're a good person and you believe, just be kind and be good. That's all.
I mean, basically, that's it. Like the 9/11 video that I made earlier, that was what I was despairing a bit of, that we need to be kinder to each other as people, but not kind to the extent that we're all wishy-washy and let's be friends with everybody, because that's not how life works. But just kind of in the respect that people are people, regardless of what they believe or what colour they are. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's the person inside the skin that counts, and I find the world frustrating in the minute because people are failing to see that everywhere. And it's really difficult. It's a difficult world to live in right now, but to be fair, I believe we're in a bit of an uprising, and I think that things will change, hopefully for the better after that, but at the minute it's terrible. White Tiger is Catholic, and she's
I was brought up a Catholic. I mean, you should. I posted the Casmi communion photo of me communion dress.
And she was so cute. She was so cute. But White Tiger said that she agrees the translations are not good. They're not all good.
No.
And I would think that's true of White Tiger, because she's never ever had an issue with me. She knows who I am. She knows what I believe in. Yeah. She's never had an issue with me. And this is how people should be. A Catholic, a Jehovah's Witness, a Muslim, and a Hindu should be able to go for a cup of coffee and talk. It shouldn't be an issue, and I've never understood why it is.
That has happened to me. I have, because especially when I lived in London. I mean, I was in a street where it was like the United Nations, but it was the best place that I ever,
I love diversity, though. I love people, and like when especially these days, people are getting more gender fluid as well. So at first, that's hard to adjust to, because you think, is that a man or a woman? And then you think, oh, it doesn't really matter. It's like, what's it got to do with me? But they look amazing. So it doesn't matter whether they're a man or a woman. I think we've lost Evie. Or possibly me. No? I think Evie's gone. She might come back in a minute. Maybe to the YouTube stream. I'm just going to check. Yeah, there's a lot to learn from others. It's true. I think we've lost Evie on the broadband, but I'm hoping she'll call back in. Bear with us a second. I'll just message that through Facebook. Hopefully she'll be in touch. But yeah, it's really interesting to sort of look at what people believe, because when I sort of was very I'm sure I should be back. When I was very clear recently about the fact that I'm pagan, and I was like, I had my witchy books out and I was practicing magic again, Hiya, Night Mouse, darling. Nice to see you. I lost a lot of subs. But you know what? If I do, I don't want them anyway. Hiya, Mama Ames, darling. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. You know, if that's the case, I don't want them anyway because they're not my people, and my people are open-minded and understand things, and understand that I'm not going to turn them into a frog, and I don't believe it's in, you know. It's it's either your phone died. Oh, that's all right, sweetheart. There you go. There she is. There you are. So there you go. Evie's back in the chat. Our phone died. It happens. It happens. To be honest, I think we should do that again and come up together and have a chat about it, because I think people are really interested. There's, like, for instance, say White Tiger said, I wish more people would share their religious and political views. Actually, there is a lot to learn from others, and I completely agree with that. Because what I want to know is why people believe what they do. And I would never, ever detract from anybody else's religion. I would never say, you know, don't believe in that, because I think religion is a source of comfort and a source of guidance. Comfort, especially when things are bad and you need something to turn to. When I was little, before I found the witchy ways, when I was scared, I used to pray to God to protect me, and it used to make me feel better. And so I completely understand, like, in that way. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think I did anyway, but it could just be that there were a few, well, quite a lot of troll accounts, hoping that I'd retaliate to people that I haven't retaliated to, and they were just waiting for a bit of a fuss. And I can't be doing with that nonsense, so I just didn't. I just didn't respond. So it's you know, I don't need to, when I'm very much of the mind at the minute where I don't need to defend myself over things that aren't true. So it, like, and if people want to hurt you and they want to do things that are hurtful, that's up to them because they're angry, but it's weakness in them, not anything to do with me. So I'm not, like, whatever. I'm not going to make things worse for them. They're going through a hard enough time as it is. So there's a bit of that and a bit of the other. I think it's a bit of both, but because I was so open about it, and I said about it, and all of a sudden, it was very strange. Your daughter's learning about paganism and history. That's interesting. Well, for Americans, it's really fundamental, paganism, because, hey, sweetie, welcome back. Because we're just talking about how, I was just going to say, Brian Clan says our daughter's learning about paganism and AP history. And I was like, for Americans, It's really fundamental because the Native Americans were pagan. And we carry on many of their beliefs and belief systems. We believe in the earth, and what you get from the earth, you say thank you for. So we've carried on many of the positive.
That was especially important for me because when I was doing my English and sociology, it was a combined arts degree, and to get me honours, I had to choose European studies or American studies, and I'd always been fascinated by America and the US, and not just North America, but South America as well.
Yeah.
So I chose American studies. So I studied the history, politics, social history, just everything, media, the whole lot. And it was the Native American thing that got me. It left a big mark, massive mark. Yeah.
Sorry.
Along with other things in my family, which you know some bits, but
yeah,
that's what directed me a lot.
Yeah, it does, because
you know,
I think when you're pagan, it's a natural calling, but you don't realise until you realise kind of who you are. I think you have to be like an adult before. Like my son recently started saying things like, what about this and what about that? And he started asking weird pagan-y questions. I didn't ever include him in any of that. And it's bizarre because my mother is a pagan, my sister is a pagan.
I know. Yeah, your mum and your sister. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so we've got like when we get together at Samhain, which is what we call Halloween.
Halloween, yeah.
Yep, we have like a gathering, and we've got 3. We've always been missing that last one because we do like we call the corner, so we do 4 corners, and we've always been missing air. We've never had an air because my sister is wind, my mother's earth, and I'm fire. And we've always been missing the air. So my mother has to do both because she's the crone in the situation, so she gets loved.
Yeah. Well, I definitely think my auntie, my auntie who died last year, she definitely was.
Mm-hmm. Not all people share it because at one time it was a big secret. And it takes people like me and I to be bold enough to say, this is what we believe. And I've had a hard time about it. I'm sure Evie has as well, because what people do is they laugh at it, but then treat you like you're scary.
They do think, they go straight to the scary.
Is it all rubbish, or am I a terrible witch who's going to turn you into a gargoyle? Which is it? Like, which, no pun intended, is it? You know? And you try and explain, and you're like, I believe in celebrating the seasons. Well, you don't need to believe in anything there. They're there. Somebody told me once, and I'm like, well, yeah.
And like when people say, if people say, I want to make a wreath, or let's do the tree, and you say, okay, then research that. Just research that and see where that came from.
Yeah, the tree, the Easter eggs. Easter eggs are my favourite. Like, the spring is, but it's nice in a way because it means that I can see other people celebrating the same things as us, but in different ways.
Exactly, and it's like Catholicism that I was brought up a Catholic, but my friend who's a Muslim, even in the Quran, the Virgin Mary pops up a lot. Yeah. So in a lot of religions,
all religions basically are very much love your brother and treat everybody with love.
And you don't. Yes. Do you know what? Some of the greatest people have, and kindest people, and most selflessness.
Yeah.
They haven't been religious, and that's not knocking religion. I'm just
no, there's been a lot of atheists, wonderful people, absolutely, and they just do what's right because it's right. It doesn't require a religion to do that. It has nothing to do with religion. The same as politics and religion aren't really, I've never understood why they're together. They don't really have anything to do. We don't need that moral compass to tell us to do things that are right, because people who are good people do not need that guidance. You just do it, don't you? It's instinctual.
Well, that's one of the most important things. That's one of the most important things that the US should remember as well. Mm-hmm. The separation of church and state, because if you look around the world, if that starts bleeding into each other, it's not good. It's not good.
I mean, to be fair, our government are not the best. I'm reluctant to use them as an example.
Yeah,
however,
exactly.
I can't remember the last time I heard a British MP make reference to God.
Yeah, but that's one thing that I praise the US for. And I mean, like I tell everybody, I've got the Constitution in my bedside table. So, you know.
And I believe that religion's a good thing.
I cherish that. I really cherish it, because I think it's just a amazing piece of.
I mean,
it's really special.
It's a history, the same as the Bible is a history to me. I mean, we live not far, and one of the other places I want us to visit, if we get the chance, and if we can travel that far, is Lindisfarne. I would love to go to Lindisfarne together. I'm sure you've been before.
I've been to Lindisfarne and Holy Island, yeah.
Yep. Lindisfarne and Holy Island, I think, would be fascinating to the people who watch us, because it's so damned old, for starters.
Yes.
But when I'm not one for spooks and things, not really. I believe a little bit, but I'm very skeptical at the same time. I'm one of those people who's in the middle. I'm like, you can't rule anything out, and I believe people see things, but I've not had that one-on-one experience that's been so graphic that I can believe.
Yeah.
I won't rule it out, because you can't rule anything out. That's just ignorance. So
it is.
But when I went to Holy Island, I was behind the church, and I heard voices whispering to us when I was near that graveyard, in front of the church at Holy Island.
Yes, I have got photos of that,
And they were really angry, these voices. They weren't happy people. And that's the only sort of like close on sort of psychic experience I've ever had. And I was very young.
You can't stay overnight there if you want to, That used to be, I stayed for a week there. It was with a Catholic youth group.
And how did you find it? Did you have any of this whispering shit that I had?
In this old house, yeah. It was it was actually near the distillery where they make the mead. The Lindisfarne mead.
That's what I get when I'm at Lindisfarne. I use it for rituals.
It was it was like a little old cottage, really high ceilings and a couple of attics and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was the CAFOD, it was it was a Catholic agency that ran that, and I went for a week. Nearly did me nothing because I didn't have TV. But it was right near the place where the Lindisfarne mead is made and stuff. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Mike Tiger, if you've had experience with ghosts, stick a pin in that, because I'll be doing a live around Halloween, and I would love to hear your stories. I think everybody would. Everybody likes a good ghost story. And I think we'll have some good ghost stories to tell you when we're doing what we've got coming up at Halloween. We will have some great ghost stories to tell you. Whether we're getting the evidence of anything is a different matter, but we'll have some great stories to tell, because the city that we live in is so old, it's ridiculous. And I know that many people have commented on videos going, I would love to see more of this, because if you're anything like the other way around with me, the chances of me getting to the US are minimal. It's not likely I would ever make it there. So when you guys share pictures of where you're going, like Disney, Ohio, I've got pictures of all sorts of places, and that's what I love about the internet. I get to see how other people live. I won't even start on where Move 2 lives, because oh my god, that's paradise. And it's just it's gorgeous, isn't it? And Scooter's cabin, oh my god, with the fire pit on the deck, oh my god, amazing.
I would be around that pit. I would be around that pit all night. I wouldn't leave.
I'd just sit there. We're like, get rid of that. Get rid of that. But witches like to have fires and burn things. That's not arson. I'll just make that very clear.
I mean, we've got quite a few castles around here as well that are not too far. We've got Alnwick Castle, where a lot of Harry Potter stuff was filmed.
Yes, and the big scene specifically when they were learning how to fly their broomsticks, that outdoor scene in Harry Potter.
The outdoor scene.
I would have said 40 minutes from here, but Evie's closer than
the most haunted one is Chillingham. That's a bit longer, Chillingham Castle, but that was the one that I couldn't go down the dungeon in. My legs wouldn't move any further than the top of the stairs. I couldn't go down.
The odd thing about Chillingham is, I went with Mr. Casper, and we went round and I took photographs of all the rooms, and I was really equipped. A room in that house where they've got a doll in a like a pram, like a carriage, baby carriage. I'm trying to think of the translation.
It's like a nursery type room. That one.
I said to Mr. Casper, I said, if that thing moves, I'm going to shit myself. I hate dolls. And I was like, oh my God, it's a haunted doll. It's in Chillingham Castle. It's a haunted doll. No. But I went to little
dolls and clowns. I don't do dolls and clowns. No dolls and clowns.
No dolls or clowns. But they've got a thing called the oubliette at Chillingham Castle. And for me, there's a torture chamber there, and they've got the original methods of torture laid out. And my mother's partner, my mother's husband, who is a complete skeptic, doesn't believe in any of this nonsense at all. He'll have fun with it, but he doesn't believe in it. He said that he was touched on the shoulder as he was standing in the doorway of the dungeon. And he turned around and there was nobody there. And he does not believe. And
no.
For somebody like that to say that, I was like, ooh. Yeah. But yet when I went, Little Miss Psychic Connection, Witchy Poos,
nothing happens.
I did get a bit creeped out by the stairs, because the stairs are really creepy, and I can see why people get spooked by them, because
those stairs, the stairs are terrible.
You walk up and you can't see what's up the next staircase, because there's no banister, as you would call it, like we have the stair banister. So if you've got a double set of stairs that goes up that way, and then you've got another set up that way, hang on, I'll get myself in the camera angle. You would walk up here, and then you would go up there, but you would be able to see what was on this set of stairs from here, because there would be a banister that you could see through. In Chillingham, there is a wall.
You can't.
So when you walk
it's just a wall.
You can't see what's up this set of stairs, and it's just natural claustrophobia. I think that you can't, and fear that you can't see what's on the other side of the stairs. So if you turn the corner and there's somebody there, you would never have known they were there. And I think that builds like suspense in human nature. Hiya.
Exactly.
Dolls are evil. Science has proven this. I like that, Tico. You will keep that. I was watching recently, just how you get down a rabbit hole on YouTube. I found the Warrens YouTube channel. Ed and Lorraine, the psychic investigator, the famous ones.
Yes.
I found their YouTube channel, and obviously they passed away now, but there's somebody running it. And the ragdoll, Annabelle, apparently escaped 3 weeks ago.
Oh, bloody hell.
The one the movie's about. The doll in the movie looks a lot more spooky than the real Annabelle, because she doesn't look spooky at all. She's just a patch doll, as I would call her. She's just a rag doll. And she doesn't look the least bit scary. The doll in the movie does, obviously, because she looks a bit like Chucky's cousin. But Dave would love all this. Yeah, well, we'll get round to it. What we'll do is we'll do the first one, and if it's a success, it might encourage Evie and I to get out and about a bit. Scooter says, "Don't be mean to dolls. Dolls' lives matter." I think we've lost Evie again. But dolls' lives matter. Yeah, no. The point of this is, Scooter, that dolls aren't supposed to be alive. This is the creepy thing. They're not supposed to be alive. They're supposed to be a doll. They're supposed to be a doll, not a bloody conduit. Oh my God! That is just utterly terrifying. What are you doing? No, Miss Mandy, no! Oh, Scoots, I would love it if you could come on and do the voice. That's so funny. See, April Sunset's like, no, Scooty, you like some dolls. I think Evie's going to struggle to get back on maybe. So is that right, Evie? Let me know. Because if that's the case, if it's fine, we'll rearrange something for another night because we had fun. The dollars here. Run! Oh, Scoots, I really hope you use that in Carolyn's chart. I know you bloody are. You are, darling. I know you don't mean to be, but you really are. And there's I have nightmares. The phone went off. That's all right. That's all right. If you want to come back on, you can as well. I'm going to be here for a little while longer. You're always welcome. Anybody is. Let me just bag an invite up again. There you go. But yeah, you are a little creepy, but sweetie, I will. It's not you, is it not? Is it your doll? Is she on the other device in the house? She's on another device. Or is it Carolyn? Because do you know what? No like you, Miss April. Okay, if it's not you, I understand. Hello, Scoot Creepy Doll. That's it. That's a strange thing to call yourself if you're not creepy, but I get it. So you want people to recognize who you are. Okay, I get it. I get it. That's all right. You are a little creepy, but not intentionally. We understand. We understand. You do freak me out, but I'm not going to lie. However, it's just one of those things. You and I are not like sort of, you would never be in my house and I would never be in yours, so we'll not have a problem. It's our sister. Oh, Mandy, I love that cat on that picture. It's fabulous. All right, I missed that because I had to sleep. I've got you. Caught you. I don't always, to be honest, when I watch Kevin's Lives Back, I don't always watch the chat. I know, sinful. But I am often at work on the afternoon and I just put the chat on so I can catch up with the live. So, oh no, Miss Mandy, what I ever do to you? It's good, Scooby Doll. Me would not like you. Oh dear. April's very direct. See how I've got empathy for the doll? It's not even. It's ridiculous. It's your Kit Kat. Gorgeous Kit Kat. Gorgeous Kit Kat. And quite. Don't cry. Don't cry. Here's Evie back. Yay. Hello. Welcome back.
I'm back. I think I've got a dodgy charger. A dodgy torch.
I know what you meant. Yeah, give it up. So let's talk to Scoots' creepy doll.
Do you know what I've got? I found my tiny chairs at my mum's. What else? I found my Cindy. And I also found Action Man, which was in my box somehow. That doesn't sound right.
I know what you meant. It's fine.
Yeah, but my mum's got like my brother's toys in like one box, and all of my toys in another. So, I've got Sweep, like J Bells has got Sweep now. Well, I've got the original Sweep. But
yes, you
Sootie's in a hell of a. I don't know what the hell happened to Sootie because he's in a hell of a state.
Has he been overplayed with, maybe? Oh, Brian Clan. The Brian Clan says, keep California in your thoughts. The smoke is affecting my husband and daughter. I may have to take them to hospital. Oh, good grief.
God, no.
Sorry, the Brian
You
Clan.
know
I
what?
hope everything's going to be okay. What?
I've got, well, apart from Julie, and I've got a couple of friends in Oregon,
Stop talking
a couple of friends in Washington, in they've sent photos, and it's horrendous. The sky is just black. It's awful.
It's
That's
really
horrendous.
bad how these things, like people, obviously somebody somewhere, I mean, that it's the same as LA. LA has terrible fires and people still start fires and chuck flammable stuff in the forest. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh,
I mean, I don't pray, but I will light a candle and do a little spell for you, sweetheart.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll do that.
Family safety, because we love you and you're a nice person. Not that you need to be nice for us. You're just coincidental.
One of my friends on.
You're never going to hear the end of this now, Evie. Look, sure, dox me.
What they're doing?
She says, sure, dox me.
What? I think everybody knows our first name.
I don't think they do. I think it's just us.
Is it not?
No, all the people who follow on Facebook. I mean, fair enough. That's most people like. Like she's just using it as an excuse to wind you up, like I was.
Bugger. My friend Deb, and she's in Oregon, and her husband is a firefighter, and he's just yeah, he's only got a little crew, I think, as well at the minute, but I think they've been sent a crew from Mexico have come, just volunteers.
Yes, this is the way when we were in LA, there was ash on a car. The weird thing about the LA fires was they were really sporadic. They would have like a whole house would be completely untouched, and then the next two houses would be burnt to crisp.
Would be completely obliterated. And
this is people came up with this conspiracy theory that, of course, they were burned by lasers from the sky.
But it's where the fires go. It's the way the fires burn.
Yeah, because what they need is something to ignite to. And if one house is built in a way that it's got wall, that it can't ignite, no foliage, no trees or plants or whatever, it will just pass by and burn the next times. Yeah. And it also takes for, like, sometimes when you get the fires and it raises up through the trees or through a fence, the ash, the burning embers of that fire need to float to wherever they're going next. And people were going, oh, aliens have burnt them because this house is completely untouched. This is so weird. And I'm like, not really. Anybody who's seen fire knows that that's not the case. White Tiger says, I have seen a ton of Jeep owners showing ash on their vehicles. It's terrible. One is relocating today for the 3rd of June. For the third time. Sorry. Tico, stay out of my box. God. Oh, not my box. That's all right. Go to somebody else's box. That's fine.
Yeah, it's all those toys in my box. It's that Buzz Lightyear thing that I got from Aunt Summers last year.
But the Brian Clan, honestly, my thoughts are with you. And if you want to reach out, you've got me on Messenger, you've got Evie on Messenger and Scoots on Messenger. Reach out and we'll be there for you. I know we're a long way away, but it doesn't mean we can't help somehow. So if you feel for anything, just reach out. I know I've got a Diddy channel, but people do listen and the trolls are here too. So just let me know and hopefully we'll be able to help. And you've also got Karen as well, who has a huge reach and would be more than happy to help, I'm sure.
I'll definitely buy you a margarita. Definitely.
We'll have a margarita together, I think. If Brian can, if you come to visit here and you go and see Evie, if you don't see me, I'll be really huffed.
Hi, Mandy.
situation. Do you know what I mean? I think the bride clan would fit here. I've got to be honest.
I think she would. She would. Yeah, she definitely would.
I mean, Evie and I went out to Newcastle one night and we went out together and we had a good time. It was like we were youngsters again. We were just having a good giggle. It was good to be with somebody who I'm comfortable with. And I think that's what friendship's all about. It's where you can just be you.
Yeah, be yourself.
Scorpio, is on the phone. Tico, you know Evie Scorpio. He says he's in Southern California and the air quality is trash. Yes.
Oh,
Brian See now
the pictures are on our news as well.
Hey, the adventures of Andrew and Ree. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. For the Bryan clan as well. Casbat phoned me. Was it last week you phoned? And actually picked up the phone. So
maybe the week before, but you need warning, and I get that.
The week before. that was a milestone for me. So I will keep me.
I'm glad you feel comfortable to do that with me because
I will keep me. I'll keep my phone up. I'll keep my phone.
The fact that we've met face to face helps.
It does. It does. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Hey, D90 Bell.
Are you coming too, Scooter?
Scooter, I would love to meet Scooter. I would love to meet Scooter. Can you imagine me, you, the Bryan clan, and Scoots? Oh my God, what a night!
That would be a hoot. That would be great.
Absolute hoot. Tico, I've got no doubt that you like foxes, my darling. I know we've got nowhere to go from there, but it just needs saying, we know Tico.
Wait, Tiger and put Stiff Scooter into your suitcase, the Bryan clan.
Stiff Scooter, you mean stuff, hopefully. I know what you mean. Stuff Scooter in your Bryan clan, not Stiff Scooter, because Stiff Scooter will suggest rigor mortis. This is not a good thing. I know we're true crime fans, but let's not take it too far. Yes, Mama Ames, look, count me in, Scoots in the Bryan clan. I will keep you entertained on the plane ride. Yay, Mama Ames too. Awesome. You leave video messages for each other. Oh, I love that the Bryan clan and Scoots are so close. Scoots is an amazing person, and she will hate me saying this because nobody likes to hear good things about themselves when they're modest, but she has been a very good friend to the Rambler community. She's been a really good friend to most of us. She's tolerant, understanding. She has been an amazing friend to Carolyn throughout all she's gone through, and I'm really proud of her. You're off again. Okay, Eves. Okay. And I really enjoy that Scooter's here because sometimes when you're friends with somebody, you can't always be there because life gets in the way. And I know that my friends are supported by good people. I'm happy. You got fat fingers. Yeah, me too. I've got fat everything. I mean, it's less fat than it was, but it's still fat. It doesn't make us any less awesome, though. I might add that. So for girls who are a bit bigger and are feeling bad about themselves, please don't, because if I can do this, you're just as awesome. Don't worry about it. That's what I say. And people who fat shame and call people names because they're fat are just ugly on the inside. And there's no diet can fix that. She's not been your friend, oh dear. That would have to be one big suitcase. But Scoots, that's not true. Shut up. Don't you dare. I think Scoots has lost weight recently. I think that girl's looking good. I've been watching these lives and I told her so. I said, you lost weight, girl. You always look good. I think she always looked good, but she looks even better. It's just like, yeah, that girl's the package. Yes, she is. Antico. Oh, thank you, Mama Ames. Thank you. I'm just me. I know sometimes I come on like no makeup, blah blah blah. I've only got a little bit of mascara on today. There's no makeup fuss. I'd like to just come on mainly as myself, because I think it's important that I see so many YouTubers, because I do keep in touch with YouTube, like sort of outside the true crime community and all sorts of communities and drama and whatnot. And people come on with a full face of makeup, with false eyelashes on, and like, you know, plumped up lips and all the rest of it. And I'm like, you know, you're setting a false expectation, because that's not how we look. We get up in the morning and we look like this, and you know, we're people. And if we're pretty, yeah, we're pretty, but what we need to appreciate is we're pretty without false eyelashes, and we're pretty without lip plump, and we're pretty without being skinny. And this needs to be normalized, and that's what I'm trying to do. It just, you know, it's worth. She does look good, White Tiger. I completely agree. She does look good, and she's a good girl. She's a good woman, and I think that's very underappreciated nowadays and age. What we do is we come on YouTube, and people who kick off and make drama and make fuss and are generally horrible get lots of attention, because people want to see how the car crash is going to end. But when you've got integrity on YouTube and you're trying to do the right thing, you try and tell people the right thing, the truth, and try and be yourself, it doesn't always pay off. This is one of the reasons I'm so England, Newcastle upon Tyne, D90 Bell. I think that it's so much harder to climb. That's why I'm so proud of Carolyn, because she kept her integrity, she reported, and she's done very well, and she continues to grow in subscribers and will continue to grow further. And it's just so lovely to watch her like grow as a YouTuber and watch her be consistent in who she is. I've got a lot of admiration for that lady. And not just, I got accused of kissing her ass. That's the last thing I do. She knows that. Everybody else knows that as well. I would never do that, because that's not a friend. A friend doesn't kiss your ass. A friend tells you the truth. And I think that's what I've done. Yes, Scoots is looking good. Yes. So, but yeah, that's how I feel about things. I feel like it's difficult to make your way when you get more attention for being a drama queen, and I can't be bothered. I could do it. Don't get me wrong. I could do so many exposed videos and drama that it's unbelievable. But do I want to do that? Not really. I have got a series on Shane Dawson going on, but it's not actually a detriment to Shane. I'm not shaming him. You know, I'm not shaming Shane. I just want people to know about how the hierarchy of YouTube can be in drama and have fuss and not do the right thing, and what can we learn from that and what can we do differently. Leave your DNA on the thumbs up button, please. You're welcome, D90 Bell. There you go. The Adventures of Andrew and Ree. If it's first time visiting, please subscribe. Welcome to the madhouse is all I've got to say. There is a variety of content on this channel, because I used to do just true crime and the odd silly live, but now recently I've decided I'll just put what I damn well want on my channel, and it works. And yes, it's a problematic business decision, because people get used to the same content, but what I'm looking for on my channel is people who like me. And yes, it means they've got bad taste, but hey, they're here. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. I want to be supportive to people. I want people to know that it's okay. My hub's family all come from Newcastle. Loved the Geordie accent. Your mother-in-law with the name. Oh, that's lovely to know, April Sunset. That's lovely to know. So when I talk, I must remind you of those people, because the accent is definitely Geordie. I'm not going to say I live in a Geordie place. like 100% Geordie as it were right now, but I do hail from there, so the accent has not gone away, and it doesn't, quite frankly. And it's weird because my husband's from Bristol and he goes, as my mother says. But he's like, all right, my bobber. All right, you arse. Are you supposed to, like, apparently, white tiger? Apparently that's how it goes. Don't ask me, this is what YouTube say. That people stick around on a channel because they like the actual creator. So, you know, I'm just there, you know. Error again, full sleep safe. I mean, good night, sweetheart. Good night, day 90 bell. Go peeps. Have fun. I sound like your family. That's nice to know, because I'd like to think I sound like most people's family. If you want a place to come where you're not going to be ripped to bits, people go, this, you block me for this. I'm like, I only block people who are wankers. I don't block people just for being them. So, and yes, I am careful about what goes on my channel, and you know why? Because I care about the people who use it. I care about the people who view it. I care about what their exposure is. There's people who come on, and what they do is they'll create some troll account, and then they'll not only comment passive aggressive shit about me, but they'll comment on other people's comments, and I'm like, well, just leave these people alone. They're allowed to say what they want. And I'm protective. That's just the way it goes. I will not put up with other people getting shit. Sorry I'm late. Mandy stole my pet goat, and I had to pay for her stamp, and I sold it to pay for her stamp collection. There you go, Mandy. Hiya, Mr. Shannon Knight. Nice to see you, sweetheart. I was wondering where you were. I was wondering when you were making an appearance. I love it when you come in late. Fabulous. Fabulous. Well, speaking of late, I'm going to go in a moment because it has been nearly 2 hours. So, but I hope you've had fun on this live stream. Thank you very much to Evie Scorpio. Bear with us a second. I'm just going to find a channel to give you a link so you can all subscribe. There are beautiful, beautiful videos of Boo, her doggy, who is awesome, on this channel. And oh my god, even the avatar, so cute. Please do. Casper was the bravest during thunderstorm. Actually, do you know what it is? That's absolutely right, because I love thunderstorms. Tigo, how did you know that? Okay, so that's Evie's channel. If you want to subscribe for footage of Boo, who is the cutest dog. Not ever, possibly. I don't know. I don't want to offend fellow dog owners, and I love all the doggos. I do have a favourite though. I do. Won't say who. Boo has 2 aunties. One is Mandy and one is the Brown Clan. So go and have a look at Boo. Thank you, Mama Ames. Thank you very much. Evie will thank you. It's worth it, because the footage of Boo will really cheer you up. Same as J-Bell's dog. If you get the chance to have a look at J-Bell's dog, she is amazing. Her little face just cheers you up all the way. Night from me and Boo. Love you all loads. Thank you very much, Evie, for being here. I'm hoping we can repeat that. It was lots of fun. You were late, Mr. Shannon. Yes. But there will be another time. And it's nice to have you here. So please do sub to Evie. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been an absolute hoot. I've had a proper giggle with all of you. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. And I love you lots. You're all wonderful. And to Scooter's creepy doll, I wish you the best of exorcisms, my sweet. All right.